They tried to silence her, but her truth echoed louder than their power. Microphone hash, before we begin, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Because the story you're about to hear is one they never wanted the world to know. This is the story of courage, betrayal, and truth, and how one woman risked it all to expose a system built on silence. Pushpin subscribe now. Medium skin tone, hand pointing right, wealth and wounds. Lincoln City looked ordinary. Neon diners, brick courthouses, kids biking home before curfew. But behind every closed door was fear. The kind of fear that made people whisper instead of speak. And in the middle of it all stood Maya Coleman, a 27-year-old black journalist working for the Lincoln Ledger, a local newspaper nobody read until she arrived. Maya had grown up in this town, raised by her grandmother after her parents moved away. Everyone knew her, polite, hardworking, too curious for her own good. But Maya was about to learn that curiosity in Lincoln City could get you in trouble. She had stumbled on a pattern, people disappearing after filing complaints against city officials. First, it was an immigrant couple, then a warehouse worker, then a teacher. All gone. No records. No answers. And every time she asked questions, the same warning came from her editor. Maya, drop it. You're poking the wrong bear. But Maya didn't drop things. She documented everything. Photos, interviews, timestamps, building her story piece by piece. That's when the anonymous email came in. Subject, you're right. But they're watching you now. Maya's fingers trembled as she opened the attachment. It was a folder of scanned police documents, erased case numbers, sealed court files, redacted names. But one thing stood out, a signature, Chief D. Kramer. He was the head of the Lincoln Police Department, a man beloved by the public, photographed handing out turkeys on Thanksgiving. And yet, every disappearance led back to cases he had personally closed. That night, she met with her best friend, Jordan Ellis, a quiet IT specialist at the city's records office. They met at a diner under the hum of old fluorescent lights. Maya, Jordan, if this is real, if these are cover-ups, then people didn't just vanish. They were erased. Jordan, then you need to be careful. They control the records, the cops, maybe even the press. Maya, then I'll go public. If they silence me, at least people will know. Jordan hesitated, his eyes flicking to the window, where a black SUV idled across the street, engine still running. Dove hash, if you believe in truth and justice, hit that subscribe button right now. Stories like this are based on real struggles, and the more people hear them, the less power corruption holds. Pushpin click here. Medium skin tone, hand pointing right, wealth and wounds. The next morning, Maya woke up to find her apartment door slightly open. Nothing was stolen, but her laptop was wiped clean. Her phone flashed with an anonymous message. Last warning. Stop digging. Instead of fear, rage filled her chest. She went to the courthouse archives to pull physical records, dusty boxes from old cases. As she flipped through them, she realized something chilling. Half the missing people had been witnesses in a civil rights lawsuit against the city's police department 5 years earlier. The lawsuit was quietly dismissed. Maya's pulse quickened. She was close, too close. That night, as rain poured down, she uploaded her files to a secure drive. If anything happens to me, she whispered into her recorder, the truth will still get out. She didn't notice the figure standing outside her window, watching. On a quiet Sunday, Maya walked into Channel 7 News. Her old college friend, Renee Alvarez, worked there as a producer. She wanted the story to go national. Renee was hesitant. You've got guts, Maya. But this story? It's a hornet's nest. You sure you're ready for this? I'm past ready, Maya said, handing over her files. At exactly 9:30 p.m., the segment aired. A montage of evidence, missing persons photos, and documents linking Chief Kramer to sealed investigations. The phones at the newsroom exploded with calls. Viewers were shocked. The internet caught fire. But 30 minutes later, the feed was mysteriously cut. The station's servers crashed. By morning, the video had vanished from every platform. And so had Maya Coleman. Days turned into weeks. Her apartment stood empty. Journalists whispered her name, but no one dared to investigate. Until Jordan Ellis found something. In her cloud backup, there was a final video file, time-stamped 2:14 a.m., the night she disappeared. Maya appeared on screen, wearing her raincoat, her voice shaking but determined. If you're watching this, it means they tried to stop me. But know this, truth doesn't die. It hides in the hearts of those brave enough to find it again. Jordan made a decision. He leaked the video anonymously to multiple outlets. It went viral. Within days, the state attorney announced an investigation into Chief Kramer's department. The mayor resigned. But Maya was still gone. 6 months later, Jordan received a plain envelope with no return address. Inside was a single line. "Tell them I'm safe. Keep fighting." And a photo, Maya, standing on a pier somewhere tropical, looking straight into the camera with tired eyes but a faint smile. The world never saw her again. But every year, journalists across the country gathered in her honor, at a conference called The Truth That Vanished. And somewhere out there, Maya Coleman was still watching. Belle, if Maya's courage moved you, don't let her story fade. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, because silence protects the powerful, but voices like yours expose the truth. Pushpin subscribe to Wealth and Wounds.